Hey guys, welcome back. So today I thought I'd do a video to show you guys a little bit about how I painted their faces. As you could see earlier, I was saying that their face has some marks. These would probably come off with the magic eraser. I haven't gotten around to getting a magic eraser, or else I would do that first, to show you guys how to kind of clean off any marks that they have on them. With the magic eraser works pretty well. You just wet it a little bit, not too much, and then just kind of, I just cleaned the whole surface area so that way it wouldn't look any different than any other part. But I wanted to do a little video of how I painted their face. I found this at a secondhand and I use it for my paint. When I got into looking for paints, it's just acrylic. I'm not sure if it matted or satin, because overall I did a gloss over it. But this is a floating medium, and I'm not sure, it was hard to find. I had to find it in this brand, Folk Art. But it's floating medium, and it makes floating colors easy. So what I did is I added a little bit of it, I'll show you, with water and paint. So I didn't use too much paint because I wasn't going to be doing too much with the paint. So if I added just a couple drops and some water, it doesn't really matter what kind of water, but it actually was supposed to be distilled water, is what I found out when I was looking it up. And then a paint. So I think the floating medium was supposed to be about the same amount as the paint that I added. But you kind of want to mix colors together and find the color that you like anyway. So I'm going to mix what is this? Honeysuckle pink with pink eraser. And I just got a different variety of colors. So that was a lighter pink eraser. And then I'll add some ivory. I think I would want to add it. Yeah, ivory. The white might make it too much of a lighter pink. And this one will just kind of blend it. Oh, I probably should have mixed that paint. Horrible. Okay. I have some of these to either when I wanted to do the blush with it, like on a more concentrated spot than with the cotton balls, or I would do the blush with the cotton balls and dip it in there and just kind of smudge it out. This one would kind of help me, like if I wanted to make sure I got off some of the paint because I put too much pink, I would just kind of take it off with that. This is not hard to take off at first. Since it's watery and it's a mixture, it will come off with water. If you put it on and you hate it and you wanted to take it off, I would just get a cotton ball, wet it a little bit, squeeze it, and take it off of the area that you have it on the face that you don't want on there. Like hers, I played with it a little bit because I did more pink and glitter to her lips, so I had to kind of go in between the cracks. Even as you could see, I kind of forgot some on the side of her mouth. But if I had to, someone had mentioned to have a toothpick handy if you found like chunks of paint that you wanted to get off. That's what I did with this. I went in and kind of just would take it out, but it was watery, so it kind of got hard to take it out a little bit. That's why she still has a little bit on her. I did the blush. Again, I'm sorry for the marks, but if I could take it off with a magic eraser, would just take it off for you. So I have some popsicle sticks to mix it in. Mix it all together. Now, see, I just put tiny bits, and it still seems really watery. But, I don't know if I was supposed to do that if you're doing like the lips, just because it made it really watery when I was doing the lips this way. But I found that this floating medium helps it stay. This kind of locks it in. And this you're supposed to mix with water. I don't think you have to, actually. I think you could try to use it with maybe like the least amount of water, or try it with no water. I'm not really sure. You might have to ask if you wanted to find out more about that floating medium. But I didn't really have much help. Like, I wasn't at a store that I could ask them, because they weren't too sure themselves when I was asking. This is the clear base that I got. I got it to kind of lock it in also, just because I wanted that like clear top coat so it wouldn't come off, and it kind of would just help it all like seal together. And yeah, I got a bunch of different colors just to kind of try to play with it. I'm not a professional painter or anything like that. I just started doing these for fun. And chocolate bar. A lot of people had like different browns, different reds. They even had a blue they would put in. And then I just have different brushes. I have a Q-tip in here. That must have been to help me clean something at some point. Sorry, I just did my nails. They're like chipping off already because I'm not letting them dry. But different brushes, the popsicle sticks. See this pink? It doesn't actually look this pink in person. It's not as bright as it looks on the camera. But the water, I have a paper towel nearby just in case. I have some baby wipes to kind of clean off if I had to clean my hands, or if you wanted to have a towel. But again, all this is something that I did on my dolls. You would have to make sure with your parents if they're okay with you painting your dolls. But my dolls that I got, I didn't buy majority of these brand new. I bought them on like auctions to get them cheaper and kind of find out how I liked it. I took all the wigs off. With the wigs, how I did that is I got a spoon, kind of just went underneath the wig and took it off. And if it wouldn't come off, they recommend to get a little bit of nail polish remover, non-acetone, and just kind of rub the area that has the glue that you can't take off, and it'll come off. And then just kind of wipe it off with water after and dry it off, and try not to get the body wet or any of these products anywhere else. So you would have to be really careful, like if you were gonna paint her and you didn't want to get her wig dirty, make sure it's out of the way. So tie her hair back, or you know, kind of take off her, she has a necklace on, I would just take off her necklace if I was worried about the beads getting dirty, or her dress, or maybe her backpack. Her backpack is a handmade crochet backpack. Her jewelry, I also made it. I just got some stretchy, I would recommend the stretchy material, the stretchy string, and the beads, and just made a knot at the end. This is just really yarn and some beads that I had. This one just braided and beads, and then this one is with like a fish wire. the plastic string and it doesn't stretch, so it didn't fit the bigger dolls. It only fit the Wally Wisher, and it was still tight on her and had to like kind of put it on, kind of just shove it on. I'll go ahead and show you how this paint thing kind of is. Let me see, I'm gonna add a little bit more red to this mixture, so I'm gonna add in Tuscan red. Just gonna go ahead and put it in there. Kind of mix it. So now it's not as pink. It's a little bit. I may want to add in like a white, just because now it's pretty red. And again, you just play with them. If you absolutely hate it, wipe it off. Or what I did, I just went over it sometimes. Like once I let it dry and came back to it, if I really didn't like the color it was, I would start over, paint over again. There are ways to take it off. There's like paint remover, but you kind of want to be careful doing that because you could mess up the body, the face. There's I don't know if you could try to take it off with the magic eraser if you really hated it. Let's see, which one would I paint? I guess I could paint some blush on her to show you. Okay, so I'm gonna add a little bit of blush on her. She looks like she needs some blush. I did her lips. I probably could have done a better job, but I also probably either didn't give her more blush or I did it and then wiped it off right away so it didn't really stick. You can kind of see that she has a little bit of blush. So I have my mixture. Go ahead and just give it a little bit. Squeeze it out. Just wipe my hands a little bit so it's not like full of paint. Okay. So see how it's like a watery consistency? It's not like you put it on and then it's like stuck in one spot. Can I just rub it? So again, if it's like too much, just get a new cotton ball, some water. Kind of want to like squeeze out some water. And just go ahead and go back over it with some water and it'll just kind of take it off a little bit. Or it helps it kind of smooth in. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys a little bit of lipstick. So I have just this small little brush. I don't know. It's a round, I don't know. It just was in one of the packs that I had got. I don't know why I do that. Just to make sure I have enough and not too much. She actually needed a little bit of lipstick because hers had been kind of messed up. Like I didn't completely finish. Some of these I had did in a rush. They were gifts and I wanted to get them done on time. And I wasn't sure how it was going to work out. But this one I think was actually one that we had already, so I had just kind of played with it to get an idea of how it was gonna work out. And it's actually really fun. Like you get to kind of, it feels like you're like creating your own doll. Like now you're making this doll that not everybody has, or not everybody could go and buy. Nothing too crazy. Maybe when it dries I would add some like glitter or some clear. And yeah, just wash your brush and clean your dish of paint and let it sit out. Make sure you're careful with your paint. Don't get it anywhere that you don't want it. Or kind of be ready to kind of clean it up. But I put a little bit of glitter on the side of her eyes. I did their nails. It was with the glitter. And I don't think I added water because it was gonna be too watery to focus on such a small area. Just the glitter and some of the floating medium. And then with the clear over. Some of them I just did lips, a little bit of blush. Her, I really liked her. I didn't add anything to her. And then I had been trying to find out how to do their ears myself. And I did find out it's like a 1/16 bit drill piece. I'm not sure if your dad has that, but it was recommended to be the size of their ears, their ear piercing hole, and it would hold the actual American Girl doll earrings. But a regular earring is not the same size, but I mean, if you're fine with just putting a regular earring in, and then you can have her wear regular earrings from the store, or you could go to the American Girl doll store and get it done for $15. We haven't gone since we bought our itty bitty babies, so these all were not purchased at the store. But we would love to go again and eat at their restaurant. It was super fun. We sat with them. We got to borrow a doll when we didn't have these babies. And we had a wonderful cake and a lunch, and we felt like princesses for my daughter's birthday. So if you guys would like to see me do anything different to the dolls, maybe do a wig next, please let me know in the comments. Or if you have any suggestions, or if you liked my video, please like and subscribe, comment. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time.